Hello students, I hope you all are having a good time. Students, last time we have seen the first 7 principles in the part 1, that is Fayol's principle of management, in which we have gone through the 7 out of the 14 principles from 1 to 7. Today in this second session we will be discussing about the remaining 7 principles, that is from 8 to 14. So without wasting time, let's start with our 8th principle. So this is the 8th principle, that is centralization and decentralization. Centralization means the concentration of decision making authority, which is mainly laid to the top management, that is called centralization. When the same powers to take decision is given to the person performing the job or to our subordinates or those who are working under those management, it is called decentralization. The ratio of centralization and decentralization differs according to the situation and type of management in the company. So in this principle talks about effective centralization with balanced decentralization. Okay, a complete centralization or complete decentralization is not suitable or good for any kind of organization. Students, let's discuss the impact. If this principle is followed, the proper functioning of the organization can be done, efficiency of resource will be there will be no extra burden at the top level management, so that they can focus on the creative and expansion part, and quick decision making is possible. While in the same way, if it is not followed, then the top level management have lot of overburden, because they have to see and go through on each and every kind of work till the bottom level. There might be also creation of conflict in the organization. So this is the 8th principle, centralization and decentralization. The next one is scalar chain. Scalar chain refers to a chain of authorities, supervisors from the highest to the lowest rank. This principle states that there should be no overlapping of steps or any skipping of steps during the communication process. Okay, and there is also a concept which we can see a line horizontally between E and R, that is called gangplank. Gangplank is an exception of this principle of Scalar chain. This concept was developed to establish a direct contact with the employee of equal rank in case of emergency to avoid delay in communication. But yes, please note it is only during the any case of emergency. Otherwise, this principle can be understood with the help of the example what we are seeing in this figure, that if is having any problem or he want to reach A or B, then instead of directly going to them, they shall first of all say their problem or work to E, and then E will pass on the message to D if they are thinking to pass about to higher authority. If the problem or the issue is solved by E, then it can be healed there itself, and there is no any need of forwarding this message. Okay, the positive impact of this principle is effective communication of information, cordial relations between the employees, and it also resolves organizational problem. Whereas if someone is not following or violating this principle, there will be lot of difficulty to fix the responsibility, and improper communication of information will be there. This is the 9th principle, scalar chain. Moving to the 10th one, that is order. Yes, the 10th principle, order. Here order means not any kind of following the discipline. Discipline we have already seen in the first part. Here order means a different, that is a proper keeping of order for the place or for the people, for the material. This principle states that there should be a proper order for everything. Fayol is of the view that in every organization there should be a fixed place for everything to facilitate smooth working and avoid wastaging of resource. Okay, so we see in the bank that there is a particular place for the clerk, there is a particular place for the cashier, there is a particular place for the branch manager, there is a particular department for the loan and other credit. So that is order. That's all the customers or people who are in need of any of this help, they can directly go toward that department or that part. The positive impact of this principle is efficient utilization of time and energy and use of resource. The productivity can be increased, and while it is not followed, it may prove in wastage of time and energy and inefficient use of the resource. Okay, so this was the 10th principle, order. Now moving to 11th one, equity. Yes, equity is the principle that talks about kindness and justice in the behavior of the manager toward the workers or toward their subordinates. Okay, equity means treating everyone with loyalty, devotion in the behavior of the employees so that they will put their best to achieve the organizational goal. The managers or the top level management, they should not discriminate any of the employees on the basis of age, caste, gender, religion, etc. So equity is essential to create and maintain cordial relationship between the managers and the subordinate. Now the next principle, that is number 12, that is stability of personnel. Yes, students, personnel means we say employees. Okay, so Fiol emphasized that employees should not be moved frequently from one job position to another. That is, we say that changing their job, okay, hiring, recruiting, and then again firing soon, or doing frequent transfer. He means to say that because this will result in increased expenditure because of hiring them again and again at the same time, okay, giving them again trainings and all the things to be repeated. In the same time, the employees also generate insecurity among them. Okay, they do not have the job security. So this principle states that, or Fayol said that an employee should be given a job security, okay, and he or she can be penalized if they are doing any kind of mistakes or not doing their work up to the mark or quality. Okay, so frequent changes of employees should be restricted. Stability of jobs create team spirit and a sense of belongingness among the workers and employees, which ultimately increases the quality as well as quantity of the work, and this finally helps in achieving the organizational goal. It helps in achievement of these all kind of goals. The positive impact of stability of personnel is that there is a maintaining of harmony in the organization, and efficient use of resource takes place. Job satisfaction is there among the employees, and so they work from their heart wholeheartedly. Whereas if this principle is not followed, there may be huge expense and wastage of resource because giving training and doing the expense for the new employees over and over again, and there might be also dissatisfaction among the employees because of lacking job security. Okay, let's now move to the 13th principle. This is the last, second principle, initiative. Initiative means to start or to begin by oneself. Fayol suggested that each employee should be given an opportunity to take some initiative in framing the plan as well as in determining the steps to be taken at each level. Okay, it is because it will be possible only when the manager will listen to the thoughts of their subordinates and they will feel motivated and present new ideas. Okay, this principle also increase the belongingness of the employees toward their companies, which bring fruitful result. This principle builds cooperation of the employees in implementing plans and at the same time build the harmony across the organization. When this principle is followed, it helps in achievement of organizational objectives when they are set in consultation with employees. A sense of belongingness in employees generates and it ensures maximum participation of employees. Okay, whereas when this principle is not followed, the unwillingness of employees can be seen towards their work because no one listens to them, and also there is a possibility of conflict between the management and the employees. So this was the 13th principle, and now let's move to the last principle, the 14th principle of Fayol's 14 principles, that is Espirit De Corps. This means that team spirit and teamwork. Fayol suggested that organizations should be considered as a team, a whole team of the employees and management as the members Okay, this helps in developing a feeling of belongingness among them, and thus each of them contributes to the achievement of the organizational goal. Okay, so it is said that a manager, whenever he is saying something about achievement or any kind of success, he should rather use the word we have done it, or we have achieved it, or we have made it possible, in place of I, using the word term I. This principle is the extension of union strength and unity strength and unity of command. Harmony among the workers, it is a source of strength for the organization. Espirit De Corps creates an atmosphere of mutual trust and understanding. The positive impacts of this principle, that achievement of group goals is possible, and it creates the team spirit among the employees also. Okay, the morale of the employees also increases, because they are felt that they have done a good job and they have been the part of the organization. Whereas if these principles are not followed, then organizational goals may not be achieved, and it may create a conflict in the organization. So students, these are the 8 to 14 principles that we have discussed today in the part 2. Very soon we will be coming with our next topic of next chapter. Okay, so I hope you all have a good time with this. Thank you everyone.